everyone, it's Margaret Manning here, and welcome to 60 and Me. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. And today my guest is Ariane Poole. Ariane is a celebrity makeup artist. She's been working with 60 and Me now for several years, and I'm so thrilled to have you here, Ariane. Welcome.
Oh, I'm really excited to be here today.
We've done a series of videos today, and this one I'm really looking forward to. People have asked us, asked me to ask you, what were your favorite makeup and beauty products? Mm-hmm. And so I put that challenge to you, and you are going to share with us your 10 must-have beauty products.
Okay.
And I haven't seen them myself, so I'm so curious.
No, you haven't actually seen. Some of them you'll kind of know, but I think some of them will surprise you, actually.
Well, I am looking forward to being surprised. That's what we love here on 60 and Me. So go ahead and get started, and then I'm going to show you my 10 makeup products that I use every day. So This is reveal, show and tell time.
Yeah, this is actually what I use. So this has come from my cupboard and my makeup drawer and my bathroom. So
okay.
Okay. Fantastic. And it's a mixture of skincare and makeup. So a little bit of everything. First of all, my concealer palette, which to me is my absolute must-have. It covers up all my redness. It gets rid of all the sort of blemishy, uneven skin tone. That to me is my desert island product. I could use that instead of a foundation if I wanted to. It's really my big must-have. Okay. Now, another one of my must-haves is I have this every morning. I don't know if you can see that. Is that good there?
Yeah,
this is called Collagen Shots. I love this. You do a scoop of this in your smoothie, and I have this every single morning. It is absolutely fantastic. I've seen such an improvement in my skin and my skin tone. It's really, really great. So that's a must for me.
Okay, question. As you're going along, could you tell us what the brand is? Because people will ask us for this, and I want to make sure they get the right thing. So who makes that? Well,
this is Rejuvenated.
Yeah, that's the name of the company.
You can see that? Yeah.
Okay.
Really great. I love this. I've been using this for quite some time, and I panic if I'm going to run. I've actually got it on a repeat order, so I get it every month sent to me.
Okay.
All right, so then back to one of my products, the Ultimate Face Tint. I absolutely adore. It just makes my face look like I've had a really good facial, even though it is actually a foundation, a primer, a BB, and a CC cream, and all of that all rolled into one product. So for me, it's great. And then I'll go another one of mine is the Mineral Illuminating Pen.
Totally.
For a couple of reasons, not just to hide dark circles, but I use it here to get rid of that kind of jowly look. Yeah. And I use it on my frown line as well. So when the frown line looks more frowny than it should do. So I use that.
And what is that called again, Ariane?
This is the Mineral Illuminating Pen.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Now I'm going to show you something that you probably think I'm really crazy. So I'm sorry, community, if you think I'm a wacky cuckoo.
It's okay. We like wacky.
This is another one of my sort of must-have beauty products.
Okay.
I know you're thinking, okay, she's really lost the plot. But my dad taught me this, and I have to say it really is good. So if I've had a particularly frowny day, or if I'm going to be working on the computer a lot, okay, I will put it here, and it stops me from frowning. It works. Please, ladies.
I don't have any near me, but
try it. Sometimes I'll even I'll put it on before I go to bed. If I've had a really frowny day, I put it on, and it gets rid of that frown line, because you frown in your sleep as well. They've got those ones that you can buy, the ones, I think they're even called that you can put on.
I've never seen
this
before.
Works a treat.
Maybe you could use it like a facelift too. Like you could just create some kind of
could you imagine me going to bed with
for special occasions?
That would be a good look. Actually.
That is funny. Well, that's a great one. I've never heard that before, but
that's down to my dad. My dad told me about that.
All right.
You about it, but
Scotch tape, magic tape.
The other two products I love, and I love this one in particular. This is called Glow Pro, and that's the company, Glow Pro.
Glow Pro, yeah.
And it's the little pin things. I've talked about needles.
Oh, yes, you told me about
this one here. It has a little bit of a vibrate, and it goes red.
Yes.
So it's got little pins on it. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. I absolutely love this. You do it obviously with no makeup on.
No serum or anything in it.
It's just straight up like that. It is so fantastic. Now, this one is a really gorgeous one. This one I got from QVC, so it's fantastic. But there's also another company, so I want to give you two different ones.
Yep,
I use two different ones. This is the one by Environ. That's this company here.
Okay.
See that?
Yep, got it.
Environ. Yeah. Environ. That's one that doesn't have the red light and it doesn't vibrate. So it really depends. This one, they're both great. It just depends on what your price bracket is. But they've got little teeny pins. The pins don't hurt, and it really works. Yeah. What happens is you do it, and you think, nothing, not much has happened. Day 2 goes by, nothing much has happened. Day 3 goes by, still nothing. You think this is just the biggest waste of time. Day 5, you wake up and you want, oh my gosh.
I look different. Something happened.
It does.
Yeah, interesting.
What it does is it damages your skin by making the little needle marks so that your collagen underneath kicks in and creates your own collagen.
You know, that's really interesting, Ariane, because I was actually reading about why guys or men sometimes have good line, you know, as they get older. And it's the article it's because they shave.
Yes.
And because constant shaving, exactly, exactly.
And we don't want to shave.
No, totally. But
we don't want to shave. We don't want to go down that.
Same concept, though. That's really cool.
I love the Glow Pro. I love it, and I've been using that, and I've really seen a difference. As a matter of fact, I've done a before of me and an after coming up after a few months of using it, and I've compared the two, and it's really does. There is a significant difference. And even a friend of mine said to me, your skin looks really good. I said, I've been using this Glow Pro thing. And so I'm sending her a picture so she knows what to go out and get. But I really like it a lot. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't say that they're not paying me. I don't have anything to do with it. Yeah. It's just, this is something that I think works.
That's great. Well, that's what I'd like you to share. Thank you.
Now, this product here, I've got when I was in Australia. It's by Aesop.
Yes.
And I had a reaction to the water in Australia. I got it looked like I'd been kissing a man with a heavy stubble. I had a rash across here. Yes. Can I just, I wasn't kissing anybody. It just, the rash.
Right. Okay, Ariane.
Sad face about that. But, you know, if I had a good excuse, then I would have loved it, but I didn't. So I went into this place, Aesop, to get help. And everything else I had tried, except for this, worked. This was amazing. This is like a facial product that you can put on. You can leave it on overnight if you want to. Mm-hmm. It smells absolutely divine, so you do want to use it. And it just soothed and calmed my really, really irritated skin. And I've been using it ever since. Not every single night because it's a treatment product. So once every other night I use it, and it is just fantastic. So I like the idea of taking care of my skin so that all the makeup products I put on look the best that they possibly can.
That is amazing. So what is it actually called? It's called Aesop. But what is the product?
It is called Blue Chamomile Facial Hydrating Mask. And I can smell lavender in it as well. So it's calming, it's soothing. It was the only thing that kind of stopped my face from getting really rashy and sore.
It's super cool. Well, what we'll do with this, by the way, as you're talking, we'll make a note of all these products and we'll put them in the article so people can actually get them if they want. So
that's one thing. I want to show you lots of different things that I
totally. I have 7 or 8 right now. I think we're getting. Keep going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're on number 8. Number 8. I had a terrible experience the other day in the changing room of a department store. It's those ones with the mirrors that go all around.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Stuff I didn't really think I needed to see. But what it made me really conscious of is how my skin on my body was getting saggy and sort of not the way I remembered it looking, because you don't really see the back of you, and I don't often see my sort of around my rib cage. I'm not looking down on myself, and I don't, when I'm jumping in and out of the bath, I'm not really paying that attention. But when I was in the dressing room, I sure as heck was.
Seen, yeah.
And so I had to go. I thought, that's it. I need to either create my own firming cream, or I have to go out and buy one. So I actually went out and bought one, and I bought this Palmer's Cocoa Butter.
I've seen that product, and
yes. It was really good. I noticed a difference. Yeah. This was too big for me to take to Australia. So in Australia, I thought I need to get something else because I can't take that bottle with me. So I went and bought the Nivea one in Australia. And that too I saw a significant difference. Not the first day, not the second day, but again,
as you wore
the third and fourth day. And I'm not normally one that goes, oh yeah, these body products work. But I actually saw that my skin looked better. It wasn't, it didn't make me look like I'd lost a stone or anything like that. It just made it not look so crinkly. If you know what I mean.
Can I ask you a question? Was there caffeine in either of those products?
I don't know, actually.
Because I think that some of these products have caffeine in them, which is which you can make a coffee.
Oh, that sounds good. This one has coenzyme 10, avocado oil, cottonseed oil, and macadamia nut oil, which is delicious. Yeah, and this one is, I can't read the ingredients.
Yeah, it's interesting. Some of those products have caffeine in them because that's a natural tightening. So, maybe just if you can afford to buy these products, you can make something with a coffee with like a coconut oil.
Absolutely. Well, coconut oil and coffee. I might try that actually. That even sounds and smells good.
It tastes.
Ooh, my mind has gone off on a tangent there. That's very good. The other thing is my must-have is this mirror by Tweezerman. It is a humongous. I don't know if I can show it. It's humongous magnification.
Ooh, I mean, I can see it.
It is so scary magnification. But when you're looking at things like
those magic little hairs that appear from nowhere.
Hairs that you have to pull out and things like that. I don't use this as my makeup guide. I use it to check my eyebrows to make I don't have got straggly hairs. But it is really good because when I take off my glasses, even the magnified side of the mirror is not great. Yeah. Is not good enough for me.
That's and I actually have, I don't know, what brand was that again?
That's Tweezerman.
Tweezerman. I have another one.
That's international. So yeah.
But I have one on the window.
Stickers that you can
I have one on the window. That's exactly what I do. Yeah. And in the morning, I don't know, how does that work? You go to sleep at night and there's no hair there, and then you wake up in the morning and it's like this big. It's like
it is. Sure, I think they're coiled, and they go we're coiled already, and they spring out like that. I had that exact same thing happen to me. I went to bed.
It's not normal.
I woke up and there was this long black hair, like this long. I'm thinking, okay, I actually did look at myself in the mirror because I wanted to make sure all my makeup was off. That was really strange. And then finally, I've just discovered another product by this company here, which is called Mina, M-I-N-A. They've got shops all over the world, and it's very reasonably priced. And this is called Cellular Gel. Rather than the micellar water, I found that the micellar water was a little bit drying on my skin. But I tried this micellar gel, and it was soothing, comforting, really nice to use. So I love that. And that's not my number 10.
Wow. Those are, actually, I'm really glad you did this because I would say 60% of those, they're very eclectic. I would say that's putting it gently. But no, they're all, the collagen one I'm very interested in, and also the body firming ones. But I'm the same thing. I avoid places with those freeway mirrors. I think they're just scary.
I wasn't even, when you take off your clothes and you're thinking, oh my gosh,
what happened?
It's a shock to the system because you don't see yourself like that. You're looking down and you're not really looking,
straight.
And I just wanted to do something about it. It's not, I've got my clothes on most of the time, but it was just for my own peace of mind.
Well, look, thank you for sharing your 10 or 11 secret beauty products because, and I think that people should not feel obliged to go out and buy all this stuff. There's lots of creative ways. This is just Ariane sharing. And that's great. So I promised that I would show you the 10 makeup products that I use. Now, this was super hard. If you actually could see my cupboard, I got like little boxes of like eye section and lip section. And I do love to play with makeup, but I had to choose. So I chose 10 items. Now, like you, I actually have 11, but one is a primer, which I put on my face before I put any makeup on. This is a Catrice primer, super inexpensive. I've tried expensive ones and I find this is just as good. And it's just a creamy primer. Put that on first.
And do you put that on over top of your moisturizer?
No.
Or just instead of your
I
moisturizer?
put it on instead of my moisturizer, and then what I use is your foundation.
Oh, well, we both
which
chose
is the
that
ultimate
product.
face tint. No, and I didn't know what you were going to choose, but I chose this, and this is like a moisturizer, so it goes really well. So this primer, you leave it on for 5 minutes, and then put this on, and you get a really lovely glow. I've got it on today, and a really nice glow. It's medium, and if I want to put a little extra on, I just wait for it to sort of dry a little bit. Then I put a second level, and sometimes in some, if I'm on the camera, for example. So that's number 2. Number 3, I haven't had a list here to make it in the order. Oh, now this is this one that you may not know about, but I had to include it. It's actually an eye base.
Oh, yeah.
And it's by Tarte.
Okay.
And the reason that I chose this as my number 3 out of my precious 10 is because I have very dark color on my eyes. And when I put on any eyeshadow or anything on my eyes, you can't see it. It just, and I end up like I've just got this big smudgy dark space on my eyes. So when I was with you and you did my makeup, we used your eyeshadow, your liquid to matte. This is my number 4. So this one I put on all over my eye, and it just gives it a kind of a whitey, it just flattens it. It makes
it neutralizes it.
It neutralizes it. Yeah. And then I use your this beautiful matte or liquid to matte eyeshadow, which I put on today. Just beautiful color. I love that. That's number, whatever that was. 1, 2, 3. That's number 4. And then number 5. My eyebrows. Well, I have that little. I think I showed it before to you. It's just a.
That's a great little thing.
Tiny little brush. It's Essence. It's another drugstore product, but I love it. And it's a nice blonde color. You can see the little teeny weeny brush.
It's a good size wand as well. That's really nice.
It's really convenient. It doesn't you don't feel like you are stabbing yourself. So that's my eyebrows, which I've learned from you how to apply now, what to do with that. I need a few more bits, and then the next thing is my eyeliner. I do actually have this beautiful gray eyeliner. It's a Kiko product, which I really like, and it's the reason I like it is it's very smooth, and it's got a little smudger on the end, which I really like too, so I can smudge. That's brilliant. The next thing. And then then I've got my special one, which everybody will be surprised about, is my mascara. Now, this is by NYX.
Oh, yeah?
NYX. And what I like about this, it's called Provocateur, this particular brand. So I told you there's like thousands of them, right?
Yeah.
But it's got 2 parts to it. It's got the first part, which is like, for me, quite volumizing. I don't know if it says volumizing, but it's really just a nice mascara. Yeah. But you can put quite a bit of that on. It gets nice and thick. But then it has a lovely little second piece that you can pull out at the top. Yeah. And it has a very small little brush.
Oh.
So it's like a definer. And when you put this one on, cool. it kind of pulls. Like this covers your lashes, but this one then kind of pulls it and separates it.
Cool.
It is
very
actually
cool.
really
I like that.
And I've never seen that before.
No, I've never seen that. That is really interesting.
I liked it. And it's NYX. Yeah. And it's a nice brand. And then I've got my my blush. I use NARS. It's Orgasm.
That's really nice.
It's a creamy blush, which I really like. And I put it right where Ariane tells me to, right there.
Yeah, fantastic.
Which I like. And then I have my lip liner, which is again a Kiko product. It's rosewood. It's kind of brownie color, which I really like. So it's
like a natural lip kind of lip color.
Yeah, it's a natural lip color. But when you put it on, if you can see that, it's really strong. Like you can see it. Yeah, I don't like the nude ones that you put on; they disappear. This one you actually can see.
You want definition. That's why
exactly. And because you told me how to pull a little bit over your lip, and it just gives you definition. And then and of course it's got a brush on the end, which I really like having a brush for my lipstick. This is a brand new one I just bought. Actually, it's my Armani.
I was going to say, is it the classic Armani?
Yes, which I like.
That's such a great shade on you.
I love this color.
It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you. I was scraping up the last one for yesterday. So that's my lipstick and my lip brush, and that comes together. And this is a Giorgio Armani. It's the Rouge. What do they call it? I forget. It's the Armani something, and it's a 507. That's the color, the number, because people always ask me what the number is for that one, and it's the Rouge d'Armani. I think it's called 507. That's my 10 items. So
fantastic!
Yeah. So I like you, I love experimenting with different things. For example, I wished I could have put a blue eyeliner in there.
Yeah. And I would like to show, but if I was showing you makeup, it would be all of my own range. So I wanted to show you other things as well, because I thought that would be just a bit too much. If it's this is mine. That's why I thought there's lots of other areas that I find really useful, and it all goes together, doesn't it? The whole thing works together to make ourselves feel and look good and feel positive about ourselves.
Totally. And I think that you and I love to talk about positive aging. And I think that's what this is all about, is about good nutrition. It's about getting exercise. It's about putting great skincare products. That collagen drink is really interesting to me, you know, using technology that we have that has not been around before.
No, all of those things, like I said, because we lose the collagen in our skin. That's why I like the pin thing, because it's stimulating it. And then I'm drinking it as well. And like I say, I wouldn't say something worked if it didn't. And I wouldn't repeat buying it. This isn't a gift. These are things I actually go out and purchase.
Yes.
You know, I'm not getting them, you know, it's not being gifted to me. I have a standing order for the collagen drink.
They're like, well, here's another order from Ariane's come in.
Yeah, I just have it on a repeat order. So every month I get a new one sent to me and it comes off my debit card, because I can't be without that. And I've tried an experiment where I stopped taking it for about 2 months and my skin started to look not so great.
That's fascinating.
And it was really an interesting experiment.
Yeah. So. Well, I hope everyone's enjoyed this. I mean, I think it's actually kind of a fun experiment, actually, to go back through yourself.
What other people have as well.
Yes.
What are yours? What are other people in the communities must have products that are, you know, that they can't, or they wouldn't want to be without? We could all be without everything, but what would you not want to be without?
I think that's a great question. Let's put a challenge out there, and we won't make it. You can make it 10 if you want, if you've got 10, but maybe your top 5 products. You know, 5 things that you really can't be without, that are always really close by, and you panic if you run out of.
Yeah.
Great idea. Okay, Ariane. Well, that was really helpful. I'm going to go into online and see if I can find some of those things. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our 60 and Me YouTube channel and also visit our website. We are a strong and dynamic community of women over 60. We're challenging aging stereotypes, and every day we share fascinating stories, interesting questions, and great conversation.